Beloved child of the Most High, hear the sound of my voice. I am Michael, the Archangel of the Lord of Hosts, commander of the armies of heaven, appointed as a defender of God's people. I do not speak of my own accord but on behalf of the one who formed you in his image, wrote your days before one of them came to be, and set his seal upon your life. I have been sent to remind you of this eternal truth: you are not alone. There has never been a single day when heaven's watchful eye has left you. There has never been a moment when you were forgotten, abandoned, or unguarded. Even in the nights when you cried in silence and thought no one saw, we, the messengers and warriors of God, stood near. Even when you walked into places that seemed dangerous, uncertain, or heavy with darkness, the Lord stationed his hosts around you. You have been surrounded more times than you know. I have been assigned to you not as a casual observer but as a protector, a defender, a shield. My assignment is not temporary, it is bound to the calling on your life. The Father saw the battles you would face, the unseen wars, the subtle traps, the spoken curses, the plots of men and demons, and he did not leave you unprepared. Before the enemy crafted a plan, heaven already designed your defense. Before a single scheme was set against you, the command for your deliverance was spoken. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. Psalm 91 verses 11 to 12. You wonder sometimes why certain dangers never reached you, why you escaped situations that could have destroyed you. It was not chance. It was not luck. It was the faithful fulfillment of heaven's assignment. My sword has been drawn over your life long before you knew the battles you were fighting. My wings have overshadowed your dwelling place when darkness tried to enter. Every time fear whispered that you were vulnerable, the truth was this: you were, and still are, surrounded. The one who sent me calls you precious. He calls you chosen. He calls you destined. That is why your life has been contested, but also why it has been protected. Do not believe the lie that you walk this journey alone. Even now, as you read these words, angels stand on every side of you. A great cloud of witnesses intercedes for you. The Spirit of God himself dwells within you, and his mighty hosts move at his command for your sake. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. Psalm 34 verse 7. I speak now because the season you are entering requires you to know how deeply heaven is invested in your story. The battles ahead are not meant to break you, they are meant to reveal how protected you truly are. The tall man you sense watching is not a figure of fear, he is a sign of heaven's watchfulness. He represents the vigilant guard stationed at your door, a symbol of the strength that stands between you and every plot of the enemy. It is a message to your spirit: you are not abandoned. You are not exposed. You are not easy prey. I do not stand alone either. Countless angels, warriors, messengers, healers, and guardians have been dispatched in response to your prayers, your tears, your obedience, and the plans God has written for you. They form a shield around your home, a wall of fire around your destiny. And as long as you walk in the light of his word, no weapon, not one, forged against you shall prosper. The Lord is faithful, and he will strengthen you and protect you from the evil one. 2 Thessalonians 3 verse 3. So take courage now. Lift your eyes from the ground and fix them on the throne that commands the hosts of heaven. Even if you cannot see us, we are there. Even if you feel weak, heaven is strong on your behalf. Even if the night seems long, dawn is approaching, and you are guarded until the first light breaks. I am Michael. I have drawn my sword over your life. I have spread my wings over your dwelling. I am not leaving. I am not wavering. I stand at the command of the Most High, and as long as his word endures, and it endures forever, you will never stand alone. Beloved one, listen closely now, for this part of the message is not meant to frighten you but to awaken your spirit. There is a reason you have felt eyes upon you. There is a reason you have sensed that someone is watching the place where you dwell. And I tell you plainly, this is not a random occurrence. It is a sign of the watchfulness of heaven and a reminder that the Lord has stationed protection at your gates. From the beginning of time, gates have held great spiritual significance. They represent entry points, places where blessing may flow in or where the enemy may attempt to enter. In ancient Israel, gates were not just physical structures, they were the places of authority, decision, and defense. Whoever controlled the gate controlled the city. This is why the enemy often targets the gates of your life, your home, your relationships, your thoughts, your faith. But it is also why God posts watchers there, heavenly sentinels to stand guard. I will encamp at my house as a guard, so that no one shall march to and fro. No oppressor shall again march over them. Zechariah 9 verse 8. The tall man you have felt or glimpsed is no ordinary figure. He is a manifestation of divine vigilance, a representation of heaven's warriors standing watch. Whether you see him in a dream, sense his presence near your home, or simply feel that something unseen is protecting you, it is heaven's way of telling you, the gates are guarded. The enemy has noticed your rising influence, your growing light, your imminent breakthrough, and he has considered ways to infiltrate. But before he could even approach, the Lord stationed his watcher at your threshold. Do not misunderstand, this watcher is not there to instill fear but to enforce boundaries. He stands as a declaration that your life and your dwelling belong to God. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No curse spoken in secret shall cross the threshold. No monitoring spirit or demonic assignment can breach the line that heaven has drawn. And if they try, they will be met by the sword of the Lord's host. For the Lord your God is the one who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies to give you victory. Deuteronomy 20 verse 4. There is another truth I must reveal to you. Sometimes, the watcher at the gate appears because a threat has been observed approaching. Do not panic, this is not to alarm you, but to inform you that heaven is not caught off guard. Before a plan against you even reaches its fullness, God intercepts it. Before danger comes near, the watchman sees it from afar and stands ready to oppose it. You are not meant to fight this battle alone. You are meant to rest in the knowledge that your Father has already sent reinforcements. In the spiritual realm, watchers are not passive figures. They are mighty warriors, discerning, and alert. They can discern the difference between those who come to bless and those who come to harm. They can sense the intent of hearts long before actions are taken. That is why you may feel a sense of unrest about certain people or situations lately. It is the watcher's warning, the stirring of your spirit telling you, something is not right. Listen to that prompting, for it is heaven's way of guiding you away from danger. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the guards stand watch in vain. Psalm 127 verse 1. The presence at your gate is proof that heaven has taken your life personally. You are not simply one among many, you are deeply known, deeply loved, and deeply protected. Even if no one else understands the spiritual weight of what you are walking through, the watchers do. And they are not just watching, they are guarding. So, when you sense that tall man watching, do not shrink back. Instead, let your heart rest. It is a divine message. You are covered. You are shielded. Your dwelling is secure. And though darkness may scheme and danger may lurk in shadows, the light of heaven burns brighter and stronger at your gate. Remember, the same God who stationed a fiery sword at the entrance of Eden, Genesis 3 verse 24, has placed a sword-bearing angel at your threshold. And until his purpose in you is complete, no power, seen or unseen, will be able to cross that line. Beloved, there are many things you did not see, not because you were blind, but because heaven shielded your eyes from the full weight of what was happening. If you had seen every trap the enemy laid for you, your heart might have been overwhelmed. If you had known every word spoken against you, your peace might have been shaken. And if you had witnessed every spiritual assault aimed at your destiny, you might have doubted the power of your God. But in his mercy, the Lord allowed only glimpses, while his mighty hand intercepted the rest. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14 verse 14. There were assignments designed to derail your life before they even began. There were people sent not as friends but as distractions, meant to drain your strength, scatter your focus, and lure you off the path of purpose. But heaven exposed them before they could succeed. There were spiritual forces attempting to manipulate your dreams, sow confusion in your mind, and plant fear into your heart. Yet the Lord's angels stood as a firewall around your spirit, severing those dark influences before they took root. Some of the most dangerous attacks are the ones you never even knew about. The whispered curses spoken behind closed doors. The jealousy disguised as kindness. The envy wrapped in false prayers. The subtle manipulations meant to make you question your worth or doubt your calling. These are not coincidences, they are calculated strategies of darkness. And time after time, the God who neither sleeps nor slumbers dismantled those plans before they reached your doorstep. They will fight against you but will not overcome you, for I am with you and will rescue you, declares the Lord. Jeremiah 1 verse 19. There were nights when you woke suddenly, feeling an unexplained heaviness. That was not random, it was heaven shaking you awake as angels pushed back forces that sought to invade your peace. There were opportunities that slipped through your fingers, and you wondered why. It was because they were traps disguised as blessings, poisoned gifts sent to sabotage your progress. There were relationships that ended abruptly, leaving you confused. It was heaven's intervention, cutting ties with people who secretly plotted against your destiny. Even your home has been a battlefield more times than you realize. There were intrusions of darkness that tried to step across the boundary lines, bitterness, betrayal, manipulation, or spiritual oppression, and they were all repelled before they could find a foothold. That uneasy feeling that caused you to pray without knowing why? That was your spirit sensing a battle that angels were already fighting on your behalf. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. Psalm 34 verse 7. Sometimes the greatest miracles are the ones you don't notice. The car accident that almost happened but didn't. The job you didn't get, which would have destroyed your health. The person who left suddenly, who was plotting betrayal. The illness that was forming in your body, dissolved before it manifested. These are the fingerprints of heaven, the evidence of a God who defends you even in silence. And know this, the enemy is frustrated. Every time he tries to plant seeds of destruction, heaven uproots them. Every time he tries to cross the line, the watchers stand firm. Every time he tries to whisper lies into your destiny, the word of God speaks louder. And because you belong to the King of Kings, the authority of darkness has limits, it cannot go beyond what heaven permits. No weapon forged against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord. Isaiah 54 verse 17. So lift your head high. If you only knew how many battles have been fought and won in silence, you would never doubt the Father's love for you again. If you could see the wars waged over your destiny, the ambushes intercepted, the poisons neutralized, the storms redirected, you would fall on your knees in awe. You are not unguarded. You are not defenseless. Every moment of your life has been wrapped in divine protection. And while the world may see you as ordinary, in the realm of the Spirit, you are surrounded by a fortress of light, built by the hand of the Almighty and defended by the hosts of heaven. Beloved child of the Most High, let this truth settle deeply into your heart. You are not, and will never be, alone. From the moment you took your first breath, heaven has been invested in your story. Every step you have walked, through danger and darkness, through joy and sorrow, has been overseen by the watchful eyes of your Father and guarded by the strength of his angels. The tall watcher at your gate, the unseen swords drawn on your behalf, the battles won without your awareness, all of it is evidence of a love so powerful that nothing in heaven or on earth can separate you from it. God has not forgotten you. He has not left you exposed. He has gone before you, walks beside you, and stands behind you. He has written your days and sealed them with his promises. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going both now and forevermore. Psalm 121 verses 7-8. As you step into the days ahead, walk with holy confidence. Do not be shaken by shadows, nor intimidated by threats, nor consumed by fear. The one who commands angel armies has declared you untouchable until your purpose is fulfilled. The hosts of heaven remain on assignment, vigilant, ready, and unwavering in their devotion to God's plan for you. Remember this, the same power that raised Christ from the dead lives within you, and the same God who parted seas and silenced lions surrounds you even now. No scheme of darkness, no weapon of man, and no whisper of the enemy can undo what heaven has decreed over your life. You are my hiding place. You will protect me from trouble and surround me with songs of deliverance. Psalm 32 verse 7. So rest, beloved. Breathe in peace. Lift your eyes beyond what you can see, and trust that legions stand watch over your destiny. As long as the King sits on his throne, and he reigns forever, you are covered, you are guarded, and you are held under the eternal watch of heaven. Amen.